we go. Just waiting for a confirmation of microphone audio. There we are. Cool, cool. What's up, everybody? This is Bad Player 03, aka D-Job, Daniel Jobber here. We're going to play a little Swordquest Airworld. We're going to play through the entire game. Lots of good stuff in this one. I'm looking forward to maybe doing some streaming of some of the other stuff on this. So many great games on the Atari and even classic arcade games, although I have those on the MAME. Nice having a good library of stuff to stream. But right now, Swordquest Airworld, I've been waiting to do this for a while, so. This solution I'm going to be using to play through the game, I can't take credit for. It's done by Johnny Sinister. He has he was the first one, as far as I could tell, at least the one I ever saw, that did a full speed run of the game, showing you how to get from beginning to end. But it was a speed run, and he was not intentionally explaining anything, so he was leaving people to, to speculate as to, what it all meant. And he did have a solution page he was working on with lots of tips and things, but which if you wanted the spoilers you could get. But I want to do a full playthrough where I go through a little slower, explain what's going on, what's happening in all the different situations. So that's what we're gonna do. So long awaited. This game. I've played Swordquest Earthworld. I must have been, I don't know, it was the early 80s. I must have been 10, 11, 12. I guess it was close to 85. Around that time period when we finally got Swordquest Earthworld. One of the first games we ever bought for the Atari. I believe when we bought the Atari, we had combat with it. We bought Haunted House either with it or right afterwards, and then my sister and I decided we wanted to order another game, and we chose Swordquest Earthworld because it was cheap and it sounded interesting, and it was an adventure game, and the idea of being on an adventure in a video game back in the 80s was something that always excited me, because all the games I had played that really caught me were games that were an adventure. Even though I liked arcade games and I was enthralled with the arcade when I first walked in, it was adventure games that really, caught me and brought my imagination. And I love to explore worlds and to, just go places you can't go in real life and just escape from the day-to-day, drudgery of life. And that was what always caught me. And so Swordquest Earthworld, was a bit of a disappointment, of course, at that time because we never could get very far. We got the first two clues, and just the thing about leaving the combinations of objects in the appropriate rooms to get a clue never made any sense. I didn't know much about combinatorics or how to systematically approach combinations, and there would have been tens of thousands of possibilities. It would have taken forever and a very, very strict and disciplined system. And I'm not sure if anyone ever did actually find the clues properly. I think a lot of the people that won the game might. What I've heard, and in my opinion, they just went in the comic book and found the hidden clues and then just figured out the hidden word or the secret phrase from that. I don't know if anybody actually went through the entire game back then. Obviously, since then, there's been walkthroughs published of Swordquest Earthworld, Fireworld, and Waterworld on the internet, and so people have gone back and solved the game and figured out how to get all the clues, but I'm pretty sure with the contest, no one ever did. Because the amount of hours and hours and days of continuous monotony, I don't think many people could have handled. So, but this game they did a good job of. They actually made it make sense. And same with Waterworld. They gave you clues about the clues, and they made it a very simple structure. This game a little more complex structure, being 64 rooms and that sort of thing. But what they did well was the fact that the rooms had a description which helped give you the clues you needed to find the clues. So basically, they made this one make sense even better, and some good action sequences. Although some of them just make me want to scream sometimes. They're so hard to play. But anyways, you'll see what I mean. You'll see some of these. Johnny Sinister gets through them so easily, but I have no idea how he does it because it takes me so many failure tries, and you'll have to bear with me as I go through, especially the ones where you have to fly up in the sky to the top. I have so much trouble with it. But anyways, without further ado, the long-awaited 35 years in the waiting, Swordquest Airworld. At least 35 years for me. So first off, you have to fly on your Pegasus horse up to Airworld. Just a simple little, relatively simple action sequence to introduce you to the game. And you got to fly into the middle. And there we are. Oops. And your first objects. Now, There's 4 action sequences in this game. There is atmospheric ascent, which is the one I was saying of that I really hate, the one flying up into the sky. There is Tianma's flight, which is basically flying over and under barriers and collecting coins. Well, actually, both are collecting coins. There's the descent. Which one is the descent? Draconic descent, which is basically shooting and working your way down. And there's one which is basically Space Invaders, as you'll see in a minute here. So, first thing I want to do is I want to get the one object that helps me through the only action sequence I've ever found that can be made easier, and that is either getting your hands on the mysterious carving or the strange emblem, which help make the Space Invaders one, the Storm Siege as they call it, much easier. So let's see, which one do I usually get of those? It's an easy Tianma's flight for the mysterious carving, and the strange emblem is atmospheric ascent. I'll do Tianma's flight. So mysterious carving, room 35, and we start out in room 41. Yes, so we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 up. No, 3 up. 3 up and 3 to the right. Oh, I should have dropped off my my sword and my coins. I'll come right back and do that. But first, I want to get the carving because it makes the one action sequence. There should be action items that make every action sequence easier. I've never found any in this game, so if you guys find any, I'd love to know. Email me at danimeldanielJobber@gmail.com and let me know, or just reply to this video, which will be up on YouTube. But I'd love to know what objects make some of these action sequences easier. So once again, you got to go up and get all the rings and work your way through these barriers, and it's basically joust flying system, like from the arcade. And of course, the Atari has joust as well, which can be a pain sometimes because you got to get it. You gotta fall at the right time and go up at the right time, and it takes a bit of practice to get good at it. And I don't know, I never really get that good at it where I do it every time, but there we go. I should make it this time. That's why I said it was the easier one. And there we go. And there's the mysterious carving. So this, you'll see why it makes the Storm Siege so much easier. And this will drop off really the sword and the coin. Well, actually, I can drop the coins. Yeah, the coins are an easy drop. Where are we now? This is the one, right? Yeah. No, this is the one here. We just were in. Yeah. So from here, we'll just go up 1, 2, 3. And this one is where you want to leave your coin. Actually, I can explain why. Because this room is number 21, and the room description of room 21 is no, that's not right. Oh, it's the one above it, sorry. My bad. This one up here. Sorry, room 14. There's the blanket, which I have no idea what it's for. So the coin. So room 14 is affluence. Success manifests as material wealth, such as money and jewelry. But without generosity, opulence can become a curse. So basically a clue to be generous, which is why you drop coins in this room for the clue. So I might as well drop them there. But anyways, that sword, I think it would be good for something, but I've never found a use for it. So I'm just going to start to stack our items. The bottom, which I kind of think of as like a home base. Here's a wand. That is, or staff, I guess they call them. That is the water staff, I do believe, yeah. Gather them up. Oh, I need to go down. And one more over. I think we're back just above the room we started. Yep. For now, I'll start storing items. You can't store all your items in one place. You can only store so many. So you got to use a couple. So I usually use the rooms along the bottom that don't have any action sequences to store items I don't need. All right. So where do we want to start? Need to grab some stuff here. We can get some bad meat. This is Draconian Descent. It's kind of like an Atari game. I don't remember which one, but there are probably several that are kind of like this, where you have to shoot your way through barriers. And at the same time, shoot bad guys. Shoot. Gotta avoid the clouds, too. But yeah, all these action sequences usually have an item that makes them easier in some way, or more than one item. Just like the other one, the Space Invaders one can use either the carving or the emblem. But there's usually at least one, but I've never found any in this game that do any of these other sequences. So yeah, the trials, as they call them. If you figure out any, I'd love to know. There we go. So the bad meat is important for a clue here. Let's see, where was the bad meat clue? Where are you? I wonder if it's 46 and I didn't write it down properly. That would seem most likely. 46. Let's see. Room 46. No, that's pushing upwards. Bad meat is... What's the word for rotting? Decay? There it is, decay, room 18. I don't know why I don't see it on here. There we go. Oh, there it is. I'm just blind. Okay, so room 18. So right now we are in room 58, so it's 2 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there's another coins too. Oh, and there's a staff. That is the fire staff, it looks like. And we drop this here, and there's our first clue. And that clue is the number 48. So you got to make a note of all these because they're actually room numbers, so it's important to remember that. So room 48. Okay, and now we can go do the coin one and finish it because it's only 2 coins you need to drop in the coin one. So that is to the top. 3, 4, 5 up. Map in the lower left there, so you can always keep track of where you are. I actually made a map on paper. Four. It's the second one from the end. There we go. Let me drop the second coin. And there's our next clue, which is 39. Room 39. Of course, you don't know their room numbers at the time. And that's all you need coins for, so that's the end of that. So now we're just going to work our way through the rooms because we have to gather some items. So we can get a bucket in the next room here. We've got to do the first of these darn atmospheric ascents. But we got to do them sooner or later, so might as well get going. No time like the present. If you don't like the version you get when you first go in, if you leave and come back in, you can get the other version. So there's one where instead of these little bird thingies that go back and forth, you get different type of cloud, I think. And sometimes you find one easier than another on some of these. Because yes, it's so hard to. And apparently, the more times you get hit, the more energy you lose, and you got to really get momentum. If you get sent down too much, you might get dropped several levels. These are quite painful, I find. The best way to go through is to go in their direction, but that doesn't make it that much easier. It's still really hard to get through some of these posties. There we go. I was through there. Oh, I'm almost at the top already. Don't want to screw up when you get a chance, because opportunities to win are... see? And you get sent back down. I really hate this action sequence. If anyone can help me find an object that makes this easier, they would be my hero. Because I hate this one with a passion. It is the worst action sequence I've ever seen in the entire series. I don't know what they were thinking when they made it this difficult. Who they thought would find this fun. Unfortunately, it's the only one that's truly all that horribly difficult either, so maybe they thought if they don't make something hard, then this game would be too easy. I don't know. All I know is I kind of resent the devs for this mini game. Come on. It's so hard to hover. There we go. Oh, come on! I was through! You see, you look like you're through, and then you're not. I don't know why. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason what makes them decide you're through versus not through. Johnny Sinister claims there's pure skill, but I don't know. I think it's just pure luck as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how he does it. If you're ever watching this video, Johnny Sinister, if you can explain to me why this is so hard for me and so easy for you, I would love to hear it. What am I doing wrong? As far as I know, I'm just flying. It doesn't seem to matter, because I always get knocked down. Oh, boy. This is going to be the hardest part for you. Just bear with me through these, because they are extremely painful for me. And this is where most of my time, I think, in winning this game goes. Because you got to do a whole bunch of these. Now see, why don't you just let me go through? Like, your body's wide enough, or not that wide that it should just go through. But it always says it hits the side for some reason. It's like trying to play operation, and for some reason the sides sense your pen when it's even an inch away and still says you hit it. Seriously, I don't see the difference for when I get through versus when I hit the side. I really don't. I think they're just picky, unless there's a spot, like a sweet spot, where if you always go here through, you'll find it easier or something. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on! I was through! You look like you're going to get through, and then they say you don't. And really, it's like a referee that doesn't explain any of their decisions. You just have to live with them. Yeah, if I'm missing something, I'd love to know what it is. Because as far as I can see, it's just plain hard. Zoom right through, it'd be better, but you can't. Because no matter how many times you push the button, you still go at the same ridiculous slow flapping rate. If Joust was this bad, I would never have played it. Joust had a flapping mechanic that made sense. See, why did I get through that time and not the other times? I'll never know. Because there's no reason, rhyme or reason for it. And that's the makings of a badly designed minigame. When you can't figure out what you're doing right or wrong anytime you win, you're just lucky. Yeah, Johnny Sinister seems to always find a way through. You see, then it let me go through. That was even weirder because there's no reason why I got through. I hit the cloud and I still got through. And other times I hit the cloud and it just knocks me down. Why? Explain your decisions. You see, why can you go through there, but not through these ones? Come on, go through then! Make some semblance of sense! So super painful, these things. I just want to curse the devs for making this minigame. Why do I get through sometimes? There's no reason why I get through sometimes and not other times. Why? This doesn't make any sense! I'll become the angry video game nerd in a second here. It makes no sense why this game does this to people. You get through this one easier, and then the last one doesn't let you through. I got it, finally. Oh, that minigame is just a complete nightmare. Okay, that one, and once you're done a minigame, they're done forever. So that's the good thing, you don't have to do them again. Okay, anything else I need up here? Not much on the top at all. Only one room has a clue that I've figured out. Keep in mind, there are 64 rooms. Maybe more clues you can get, maybe even all 64. But Johnny Sinister only showed and apparently figured out 6 of those. So, air staff. Or sorry, 16 of those, which is all you do in the game. So maybe there's other things you can do to win the game. But I've never found any, and don't see the value in putting the time in when it's not necessary to win the game. So that's something you could do, is you could try to explore and see if you can figure out the other room descriptions. All the room descriptions are in the manual, which you can see right here. Where is it? How do we do the manual? Oh, that is the manual. There we go. So yeah, you can see there's a description of all the different rooms. And so every one of them has a description which could suggest objects or things you can do to make the clue appear, and of course the item list. The instruction book doesn't give much. Unfortunately, there's no comic book at this point, which I really wish they could find a way to develop a comic book, because I want to know how the story ends up with Tor and Tara. That was always my favorite part of the games, was the comic book, and one of the reasons why I wanted to finish the series. Is there anything action sequence here? No. Items we don't need. Let's see. Okay, so we will need to do this action sequence here. It's another atmospheric ascent, so might as well just get it done. This one I said was easier, so not sure what that means, but close enough. Of course, easier, but this action sequence is still hard for... Oh yeah, because there's a big gap in the clouds there, which is good. Okay, you gotta get all the coins. Don't forget that on your way up. Oh yeah, so that's why it's easier, because most of the clouds have a double gap. That's just this one you gotta get through. There we go, done already, as long as you don't screw up here. There. And get this lock. Okay, so that one's done forever. Do I want to grab one more item? No, you only carry 5 items at a time. So here, I'm going to take this, go back to our the room where we store items, and drop some of these off. So yeah, unfortunately, you can't put all the objects in each room until you get and see if you get a clue, because you only hold certain objects in each room, or so many objects in each room. So you have to have some idea which items might trigger a clue. So if I go straight to the second row from the top, there's a Tianma's flight we gotta do. Get all the action sequences out of the way so we don't have to do them again. That's one of my plans. There we go. Some of these can be quite hard too, but it's a little easier than atmospheric ascent. It's going good too. some of these, I'm pretty sure. Yep, either too little or too much sometimes, a lot of the time. You gotta find a way to get it just right. And some of these are definitely easier than others, but some can be quite hard. I don't remember where this one ranks on the scale, but one little jump too high and there's too late. You can't possibly avoid the other one. Sure, thank anyone who's joining me with this. Feel free to message in the chat room. I actually do have a chat room set up on my cell phone, so I can actually see if you do have anything to say. This game is one I've dreamed of of seeing, playing, and having completed. So very happy for the people that made Atari 50. I was very happy to finally at least see the end of the video game story, even if I can't. What just happened? If I can't see the end of the comic book story, you can also use the keyboard. Sometimes I do find it easier, but I don't know. Joystick, keyboard, it's still hard to do some of these. You're still sometimes may have some trouble. One little jump here and there is the difference of making it or not. It's so frustrating. These would make good mobile games if people actually didn't mind the frustration. Oh, come on! I just had to get a little higher. One more jump. Good thing I'm live. If I wasn't live, you'd probably hear me swearing a lot. Video games do make me swear and curse a lot. Too little. And when you're not climbing enough, you can't push the button fast enough to make it up. So yeah, another action sequence. I wish there was an item that would make it easier. Not sure how you can make it much easier. Maybe more accurate controls would be nice, but I wish it would just do what your eyes want it to do. You know exactly what you want the horse to do with your eyes. It's hard to get the button timing to match it. Let's try the space bar, the keyboard. Come on, why do you do that sometimes? Like it underperforms at bad times. Sometimes it goes up too fast, sometimes it goes up not fast enough. You see, there's no reason for it to jump so high. I just wanted to stop myself from falling. And that time I needed it to go up, and it didn't go up. Same button push, different result. This is a hard one. Oh, it's one away from getting it. Yeah, they did this just right to make it up and down, up and down. That's the worst ones. Now I can't even get it to stay up far enough to get through the first one. Yeah, up downs are the worst. If they were all up or all down, it'd be so much easier. Oh, too many times. That's the only thing about the speed run. He gets through the action sequences so much easier than me. It's so much faster. That's what makes this part of the game painful. Okay, we got it. Thank goodness. So there we go. Lower jawbone. Okay, that one's done. Now what? Here's the stuff. Might as well grab it. And here's an empty potion bottle. Yeah, there's lots of those. Actually, that doesn't even look like a potion bottle. Now this next one here, number 21, is aggression is rewarded. Attack your problem with the power and precision of a strong, snapping bite. There's definitely a clue to that. We're going to leave the lower jawbone here. And that's part of the... And there's an upper jawbone as well that we need. Of course, you need to have the two jaws. And then I don't think there's anything in this room. So we've done the two top rows. I'm going to grab this feather saddle. Seems like it should be better for one of these action scenes. It doesn't seem to. And then there's an atmospheric ascent down here we got to get through. So I might as well get through it. I think there's like 8 of these, unfortunately. And only a couple are all that easy. So the sooner we get these done, the sooner we're a happier camper. Really wish these big clouds would be not in the very top row. Oh, come on, I was so close. Oh, no! Then it just sends you down on a bad go down, 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 down streak. Just so you have to do it all over again. So annoying. Can't just drop you down a little bit and then leave you alone. Yes, Johnny Sinister. You can tell me what I'm doing wrong all the time. I would love to know. Because you make it look so easy. And I just do not get it. Oh, see, it was there. I was through, but the game had other ideas. Yeah, the game makes up its own rules, I swear. And then it just sends you a mile down out of the blue for no reason. Yeah, worst minigame ever. Devs, you should be ashamed of yourself for making this so unreasonable. The game should make sense. A minigame should at least make sense as to why you're not winning, why you're not getting through. This game just seems to make it up. Unless I'm missing something. Maybe I need the glasses. The glasses let me see something different. I'm gonna try that. What have I got to lose? Where were the glasses? They were one up and on the far side. Something to try. Maybe there's little things that you can't see. It's an idea that occurs. If there's anything that can make that action sequence better, would make me much happier. And I don't think I know any other reason for the eyeglasses at this point. Neat if there was like a little difference in the clouds that tells you which clouds might let you through easier. Maybe this is not fun. clouds to me, so I don't think the glasses do anything. Nor does the feather saddle. It's still not giving me any leeway. Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes it just lets me through. Other times it just doesn't. Got it! Ah! Another one done. Another one bites the dust. Alright, so that one's done. Now there's nothing to pick up here. We need this room later for a clue. I think we need the sundial, so I don't think we ever need to do this Tiananmen's Square. This one leads to the sundial. It's used for the sundial. Oh, it says it's easier. I got too many objects anyways. So I gotta go drop some off. Just thank goodness that every single time, like on all the other games. This one, once you've done it once, you don't ever have to do it again. Previously. Grace. So that once you do get lucky, you're done with it forever. Okay. Wait a minute. What is that? Oh, that is the compass. Oh, jeez. I'm so dumb. We were there. We just had to drop it. Because the clue for that room we just cleared, number 47, is oppression. You cannot escape the difficulties that bind you. Accept your shackles. No, that's not right. It is 47, isn't it? Or is it 41? Oh, it looks like 47. But 47 doesn't say the right thing. You cannot escape the difficulties that bind you. Accept your shackles and lock for the moment. That's the shackles and lock. I don't know why I have it listed. Oh, you get the compass there. That's what it is. Okay, never mind. Not where you drop the compass. Where do you drop the compass then? It's 27. That's the food one. I should write that in there so I don't forget. 27 is... Drop water, cloak, boots, rope and bucket. It's room 30. Oh, I have it written down properly. Now the lamp. Okay, so where is... What am I missing here? Water, cloak. 47 then. Oh, the 47 is roping, or locking shackles. Cloak, water, kite, seeds. No, that's not 20. Oh, 27. Oh, it's 17. That's what it is. It's that they're right above each other. So you get the compass in room 47 and you drop it above. That's what what's sorry about that. You got the compass in this room above here. Then we needed to go up one more and drop it here. Room 17 is following. Follow your internal compass and others will follow you. Go with the flow. So I thought it'd be more than a compass, but no, it was just drop the compass. And that's clue 8, so room 8. Alright, so we don't need that anymore. So, alright. So I think I'll do this Tiananmen's Flight. I don't think we need the sundial, like I can remember, but it does. It is an object that seems like it might be a solution to another room, so might as well gather it just for stuffs and giggles. Oh, come on. This is one of the easier ones of these, meaning probably more ups and downs in a row rather than alternating all the time. Yeah, see? Oh, come on! Just let me go straight. Just zoom all of a sudden. That's bullcrap, because I didn't push the button any harder than any other time. It decided to shoot me up suddenly. Oh, that was my bad. Too many button pushes. Now we need more movement. Now and again it gets lazy. It drives me crazy when it just gets lazy on you. It doesn't want to go. You should be able to woof on the button and have it go fast. Be a little more responsive would be much more appreciated. I'm going to go to the keyboard again. This is getting frustrating. Yeah, it needs to be more responsive, the flap button. That's better. What happened? Yeah, Swordquest action sequences were always annoying, but this one, these two in this game really take the cake. There we go. Alright, so there's the sundial. Right? Yeah, this is the sundial. No idea if we need it, but this next room we got to do we got to do Storm Siege. Here's a chance to see why you really want to have these. I'll actually demonstrate why you want to have the carving or the emblem. Because normally when you go into this, it's literally Space Invaders. It's Space Invaders in every way, shape, and form. But see, you only have so much time because, of course, you shoot so darn slow. Because every now and again, this lightning cloud goes across and shoots lightning down. And if you don't destroy it, which is not easy to do when you got other guys in the way, it will eventually shoot a lightning bolt down, take a piece of your shield away. And of course, these guys also, just like Space Invaders, get closer and closer. So you're really in a race against time. And you gotta shoot them in a way that makes sense so that you don't end up letting the bottom ones get closer. Space Invaders, but annoying. See, I might make it. But my shield, see, now one more hit, and I die, so I gotta either hit these guys or destroy the cloud. I might get him. No, see? Now, so that's why you want to do this. Oops. How do I get out of here? Oh, you gotta go off the side. Right? But now, see, when you go over here and you grab either the emblem or the carving, it doesn't matter which one. They both do exactly the same, and having both doesn't give you any advantages. Then look at this. All of a sudden, you're a shooting machine. It's a lot harder to fail because you can blow these guys up way before you have to worry about the stupid clouds. Okay, that's the way to do this. And one of those bullets will often hit the cloud even. Just stray bullets. Collateral damage. So this is the way to do this. Always having the carving when you go to do these is a huge advantage. So he hasn't even only had one hit on my my shield so far. And that's it. So that's the way to do it. So in here, we need the kite. I might as well grab the protection amulet. I don't know. I don't remember any use for it at this point, but in this room I don't believe there's any action sequence. Just a shield, which I don't know if there's a use for it at this point. And then here there's a cloak. Well, these glasses haven't done anything, so here, let's drop off some of the glasses. Yeah, some of these obviously you would think like vanishing. Amulet of protection. You think they would do something to help in an action sequence, but they don't really seem to. Amulet, sundial. Good enough for now, I guess. Oh, so that, just remember we got some objects here and some over here. Okay, so we're gonna go up and so here's where we are so far. For here, there's the rope. And then over here's a curse pendant. I have no idea what the curse pendant is for. So done. Down here, cracked iron helmet. An empty potion bottle, which there's lots of, and there's supposed to be a potion called a potion of divinity, but if you can find it, you're a better man than I. A better person than I, that's for sure. And over here where we would get the strange emblem. Except that you gotta get through an atmospheric ascent And I don't want to do that. It's one you don't actually have to do. So I'm not going to put you through it. This one, unfortunately, here, we do need to get through. Because we need the ladder. Oh, clouds. A little big gap here, though, so that's good. Oh, nice. 3 ledges to stand on here. That should theoretically be an advantage. See, there's the plan of attack to actually get through these are. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to what works and what doesn't. It's almost like I just gotta get lucky. See, that was luck. I just kept fighting. I wouldn't normally have pushed that much. But I just kept trying for the heck because I was getting frustrated and it just put me through finally. Through to the last one and stay up there so I can make an attempt. Stop hitting these things. There we go. Now stay there. No. Of course you don't. Ah! Nice. And there's the ladder. Okay, so that one's done. The next one's supposed to be an easy atmospheric ascent. Unfortunately, I don't want to get rid of any of these items, so... Let's see, can I get a clue? Oh yeah, I can get a clue over here. Vanishing cloak. So we're going to go and one up. This is room number 4, which is youthful folly. Avoid embarrassment from immature mistakes by staying out of sight for now. Out of sight. Vanishing cloak. And there we go. That is clue room 62 there. So, and once again, you can leave these things in these rooms. So there, that makes room now. Any other ones I can do right now? Oh yeah, that's the kite. Room number 25 is let simple and natural forces guide you. Like a kite on the wind, be open and childlike. Kite. How much easier could you be? And that's the left, far left, second room from the top. 25. Right up here. Drop the kite. And that clue is room 46. So there we go. We can get rid of some objects we don't need this way. So back down to our 4 we're working on. So anyway, 16 clues what we're trying to get. We've got, I don't know, 5 or 6. Somewhere in there. I made the right one, I think. No, next one. This is where we get boots. So it's supposed to be the easier atmospheric ascent. So let's see how easier it is. What? No, that's not atmospheric ascent. What's going on? 4 from the top. Yeah, that's the where. That's 4 down. Oh yeah, so it's not atmospheric ascent. It's Tianma's flight. Huh. That is a typo on my part. Or a righto. Still, it's supposed to be easier for some reason. Come on. Yeah, that was pretty easy, I guess, comparatively. There we go. Oh, boots and the cane. Looks like we're gonna do an act. Okay. Oh, in the next room we drop the boots. I like this is the first clue I ever got. I grabbed the boots and then just for some reason I randomly decided to drop them here. And that's where I found out how clues worked when I was playing the first time. So there we go. That is room 28. And so you can tell because if you look at the room descriptions in the book, every one of the hexagrams or whatever they call them is a number. And so that you just have to find the number associated with that. And each room is numbered. So if you look at room number 28, you would see that's that hexagram. So there we go. Another one bites the dust. And then we need the candle, which is in the next room. It is not guarded by a child, so now where do we put the candle? Oh, lamp, I guess. Is it lamp or candle? So let's go do this. It's room number 30. Is a flame cannot exist without a wick. You too need a source for your light. And so that is room 30, which is down, 2 down, 3 down, and 1 over. Draconian descent to get through. The majority of these are actually relatively easy if you're careful. Because you, when you're going down, you really can control your descent so much easier than when you're trying to force the game to let you go up. So I don't know if you really need a mini or item to make this much easier. I'd still like to know if there was one, but it's not as critical. And there we go. That's, oh. Right, now we need to drop the lamp. There we go. That is clue room number 7. And then we can grab the crown. Okay, so we need to relieve ourselves of some rooms. Over there we just got through was a draconian descent, but we don't need the objects in it, so oops. This one. Don't need the cane. Might as well grab the bucket. We don't have the shackles yet. We do have the lock. I need to place some items. Rope and bucket. There we go. Up 1. Up 2. Over 1. Now this is room 48, which is the well room, I believe. At the well. The deeper you lower your rope and bucket inside this eternal resource, the more you may enrich yourself. So, pretty darn easy to figure this one out. There we go. That is room 64. And that's an iron saddle, which I still have no reason to... Just like that feather saddle, I don't know what it's for. Alright. Okay, what's room 46? Pushing upward. Ascend with determination, willing yourself up rung by rung. Improve your situation with every step. That's the ladder. So 2 over to room 46. I don't know why I didn't write drop ladder. My notes are incomplete. There we go. I have notes one way or another somewhere, but there we go. That is room 56. And there's a reason for all this. I'm not gonna say it just yet. Okay, we need to do a drac. We need to get the rice bowl. Oh, in the cauldron. So here's the cauldron and the shovel. And up here we gotta do a descent to get the rice bowl. As previously stated, you gotta always get all the rings. Darn, it's hard to go back up once you drop down. That's what the feather saddle's for. I don't know. I don't think so, but so there we go. There's the rice bowl. Okay, so we got to drop something off somewhere here. Seeds. We have the lock and shackles yet? No. Gotta be missing one. Coins. Compass. Jawbones. Rice bowl. That's not there yet. Seeds. Kite. We don't have the water pitcher yet, so we can't do that one. Oh, we do have the cauldron. There we go. Go to room 50. Because room 50 is the cauldron. The universe can assist your rejuvenation, but you must let go of your ego. What offering do you place in your cauldron? Can you make it any more obvious? It's the cauldron. So that'll give you objects. The shovel at all. So here, let's drop off the shovel. Room 50 is from the end and one up. Oh, wait, no, we're in the right one. There we go. Drop in the cauldron. That's room 35. Okay. Oh, now we can get the chopsticks next. So over here, and this is Tiananmen's flag for that. So, and then down one. So this is for the chopsticks. Our first try. Okay, so we got chopsticks and rice bowl. We can drop those because that is room 27, which is nourishment. Food and the means to eat it are the key to enrichment of both body and soul. So we gotta go up to the fourth from the end, second from the top. Right here. So rice bowl and chopsticks. And that is room 15 is the clue. No, sorry. Room 2. Now we need the water pitcher. Where's the water pitcher? You're done the first 4 rows. Oh, we have to get through atmospheric ascent here. See, why did it go through so smoothly there? I have no idea. Oh, come on! I just wanted to land on the ledge. I didn't want to fall back down. Don't get hit here. Oh, we're almost through already. Oh, so close. Got it. Ice staff. Oh, upper jawbone. We gotta do Storm Siege, so it's a good thing we still have the emblem. Space Invaders! They're invaders, possibly from space. You'll hit the cloud by accident, which is always a plus, but really, once with the emblem, it's not too hard. I got the cloud. Got him. So now we can do the jawbones. Anything else we need here? interesting object in this room here called the jousting lance, but never seen any advantage to having it, so. Oh, here we go. Oh no, that's not right. This is where we got the water staff. This is where we got the mysterious carving. Ah, here we go. There's some seeds here. Come on. That was mean. Okay, I'll just go through the clouds. Come on. Very hard to go up. Hey, that's where the feather saddle should have done something if it doesn't already. Missed opportunity if they didn't design it that way. What the heck just happened? Why did I plummet? I thought I was a flying horse. There's no reason to plummet. I guess you don't need to kill them all necessarily. It just spirals. This is not that hard. Come on. Get it right. There's no time limit on any of these games, so there's no harm in destroying everything if you want. Can't hurt. Because you gotta make sure you get through these gaps. Get him. There, got him. And that's it. There's seeds. Okay, we got most of the things we need now. And we've already done the first 5 rows. So let's do the upper lower jaw. One with the good bite, if you remember. We already put the lower jawbone there. And here's the upper jawbone. And that is clue room 18. And then we want to go to the seeds, which is room number 3. Sprouting. Early steps are often difficult. Like a blade of grass sprouting from the earth, you must persevere to make progress. Seeds. Makes sense. This row. There we go. That is room 33. Let's go back to our need to get to the 6th row now. let's see what we need. We've already done the rice bowl. Here's just coins. Yeah, or not coin, whatever it is. So I wrote coins, I don't know why. The rope and bucket room, the well. Here we got the fire staff. Here's where we drop the ladder. Ah, here we go. Shackles. Tiamon's flight. Stop doing that. Don't want to push too hard like the top thing, but if you push too little, you fall down. It's a catch-22. It's painful how one touch of the button or non-touch of the button either way kills you. There we go, through the middle there. Gotta jump over here. Jump over here. Another one. Good grief. And that's it. Okay. Alright, and there's shackles. And here was where we dropped the cauldron. Here's just a broken sword, so now there's the bottom two rows. Here's just another empty potion bottle. No potion of divinity. Here's where we got the crown. Huh, sun amulet. No idea if this is of any use. This is where we got the chopsticks. Here, let's put some stuff. Don't need the sun amulet. Don't need the ice wand right now. Shackles. We need the lock. Over on the far left here is something called the Tome of Knowledge. No idea if that's of any use to anybody. So basically the bottom row is, because there's a draconian ascent on from the second from the left in the bottom row, but nothing there needing, nothing there worth collecting. Where is the water pitcher? I have not collected the water pitcher yet. So I must have not done a room that it's in. It's broken sword, upper jawbone, strange emblem, ladder, tattered belt, candle, compass, rope curse pendant. I've got, remember where the water bottle is. Water pitcher. Have to go through all the rooms one by one, I guess. Oh, the veil. Remember where the veil is either. staff. So I need the veil and I need the water pitcher still. There's the veil. I can get that just up here. Number 51. One down, one over from the bottom. So that'll be done. I gotta figure where the water pitcher is. My notes are not clear on that. So there's the veil. And the veil is for room 54, which is Marrying Maiden. Share your affection, but with care and caution. A bride keeps her face covered until the commitment ceremony, which is why it's a veil. That's right in this row on the bottom. And there's one more clue I think we need after that. Oh no, two. Lock and shackles as well. But we need the water pitcher for the last one. So here's the veil. That is room 50. And the lock and shackles we'll do quickly. Is room 47. And that was the one I read to you before. It's oppression. You cannot escape the difficulties that bind you. Accept your shackles and lock for the moment. So that's on the far right. Seeds. So we got the candle. And here we go. Lock and shackles. Second last clue. That is room 9. Okay, so we've got to go through all the rooms until I figure out where the water pitcher is. We'll try to avoid action sequences that are no fun. Some of the other rooms might have clues that we don't know. That's beyond our scope. Here's a hairpin. No idea what that's for. Empty bottle. Okay, so let's start. Hairpin. Air staff. Damaged helmet. This is fresh meat, which I have no idea why we need what fresh meat would be used for. Here's where we found the bucket. Here's where we found a blanket and dropped the coins. Here's the feather saddle. That's where we dropped the compass. Here's where we dropped the jawbones. Empty potion bottle. Found the earth staff. That's where we found the lower jawbone. And put the rice and chopsticks. That's where we got the lock from and left the seeds. Here's where we got the veil. Here's where we got the eyeglasses and the helmet and dropped the kite. Or the damaged helmet was. Here's the damaged or the cursed pendant. That's where we got the rope. We got the vanishing cloak. And this is actually the room where our last clue is. Here's where we got the shield and dropped the vanishing cloak. Here's where we did the the protection necklace and the kite. Here's where we got the sundial. The damaged helmet. Oh, coins. And here, lock. We drop the lock and shackles. We got the candles. Here's where we drop the boots. We got the boots. Here's where we got the ladder. So we would get the strange emblem. But I don't know if I want to go through another atmospheric ascent just to get the strange emblem. So unless we have to, I'm not going to do that. This was just rubble. This says empty potion bottle. This says cracked iron helmet. That's where we got the ice staff. Upper jawbone. Broken sword. Might as well grab the jousting lance just for stuff and giggles. Here's just a broken shield. Here's where we got the water staff. Here's the mysterious carving. Here's where we got the seeds. Down here there should be just a broken sword. There should be just a broken shield, and we drop the cauldron. Here's where we got the shackles. The broken sword rubble, and we drop the ladder. Here's where we got the fire staff. Here's where you get the iron saddle and drop the rope and bucket. This room should just have coins. Oh, not even coins. This is where we got the rice bowl. And here's where we got the cauldron and the shovel. Should be just an empty potion bottle. I don't think I need to go here, but we haven't done it yet, so it's just Space Invaders. I suppose we can do it. Okay, so certain stuff, and this is where the water pitcher is. Just the potion. Didn't need to do that one, but oh well. There should be a broken sword and the shovel. We left the shovel here. Weird. I think oh, here we go. A storm siege. This one has the water pitcher. And we're finally going to be at the end. So we don't do that last atmospheric ascent. We have to miss one back to the descent too. So there's only a couple more action sequences we could have done if we wanted to do them all. There's really no reason to do ones that are rooms that don't give you anything important. I've done them all. One way or another, but not this game. There are really no purpose to it. Ah. Oh, they're getting fast. Uh-oh. Got him. There's the water pitcher, and there's a boomerang too, which there's one room about something coming back to you, which made me think for sure that has to be a boomerang, but You had to be patient, and it never really, nothing ever happened when it was patient. So all right, water pitcher and crown, because we're going to room 29, which is a weird one. This is one that I may not have figured out right away. Dangerous waters. As you know, a world of raging waves is perilous, but keep moving forward through the water to earn your prize. Now, I guess the crown was the clue, the secret to Swordquest Waterworld. So it's probably a reference to Swordquest Waterworld that gets you through, but really I didn't see a lot of indication as to why the water and the crown. I would have just put the water there. I did put the water there, and wonder why I didn't get a clue. So maybe it was, a false clue. There's a lot more to the game and the clues than I thought it might have been. But no, it was just because you need the crown as well. There it is, final clue, which is room 33. No, it's room, 15. Now, question, is that all of them? I'm pretty sure it is. Because we did drop 2 coins, dropped a kite, dropped the seeds, dropped rice bowl and chopsticks, dropped the upper and lower jawbone, dropped the compass, dropped the vanishing cloak, or dropped the water in in crown just now, dropped the vanishing cloak, dropped the lock and shields, or lock and shackles, dropped the boots, dropped the rope and bucket, dropped the ladder, dropped the lamp, and drop the veil. That should be 16, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yes. So, for some reason, you have to go to the edge. And I don't know. I guess you would just, at this point, you would know what to do. I don't know what to do. So you would just move around, and then something strange would happen. Ah, yes. Makes that noise, and you don't know why. So this is where you'd have to think. And if you put all your clues together, mapped all the rooms that were listed in the clues, you would get this little tidbit. It draws you a map through the rooms in a sequence. Sorry for the mistakes here and here, but yeah, as you can see, and this is the room that's making that noise, and so you have to make a path through the rooms. One would speculate, because it's a perfect path. So we're going to make our way through into this room here. And we got to do them in the right way, so we will do that. And when you do, you'll hear noises all the time every time you get the room right. So you could have figured it out by trial and error, I suppose. But putting the clues together on the map is the most sensical and easy. This might have been interesting to figure out, but I would like to think that I would have, at some point, plotted the room numbers for the clues. I didn't get any more clues, but the person didn't know there's only 16 clues and didn't pick up on that little subtle hint. This could be a really rough puzzle. And then into the final room. And look at that, the final clue. So that symbol there, first of all, That symbol there is room 18, I believe. No, not 18. Room 8. So we need to, that's room 8. But these other ones are weird. A 37. 78's too high to be a room number. 11, 11 is fine. 37, 11, 33. So if you write these numbers down, 11, 33, 37, and 78, I believe is the other one. Not sure if they go in a sequence or if they're random, but you get these 4 numbers constantly. Come on, where's 78? Let's see it again. Why do you not flash the same number? 78, there we go. So 4 numbers. Now what do they mean? They're too high to be room numbers. But there was one other little interesting thing. Their list of objects was 8 by 8, 8 by 7 grid, 8 across and 7 down. So obviously there's only 8 times 7 is 56, so it's not enough objects to be 78. But what if they're coordinates? And if you were to plot like 1, 1, for example, for 11, 3, 3 for 33, 37 for 3, 7, and 7, row 7, column 8, or column 8 and row 7, row 7, column 8 for 7, 8, you could plot 4 objects on the object list. And when you do that, and this is I got to give all the credit for this for sure, because I got a bunch of the clues myself, but I didn't get the maze of rooms or this part. This is all from Johnny Sinister's playthrough and clues. But yeah, if you plot them onto the object list, you find this. Look at the interesting pattern. Staff of air, staff of earth, staff of fire, and staff of water. The 4 worlds all have a staff that are plotted out by these numbers. And so, and of course, we also have the clue room 8. So what if we take all 4 of these staves and bring them into room 8? Well, first, let's try going to room 8 without the staves. Let's pretend we have no idea. So room 8 is 4 from the bottom and 2 from the side. So I gotta go up 1. So here. Isn't that the one? Yep. So nothing at all happens, huh? So you need to bring the staves there. There's no indication of anything. So let's go gather the staves. So most of them are here. And that's the ice staff. We don't need ice. It's the 4 worlds we need the staves for. So fire, air, earth, and wind. So there they are. Pardon me for a second. Stop! Our controllers don't want to stay on things. Controllers weren't slippery. And I guess we don't really need the emblem anymore. As you can see, no potion of divinity. Not sure why. So let's go back to room. So there we are. Room 8. And let's drop the 4 staves. 2, 3, 4. And that's it. There's the Sword of Ultimate Sorcery. Too bad there's no Philosopher's Stone. And I don't think there's any way to get out of this room. I think once you're here, that's the end of the game. You've won. And there's no way to either actually collect the sword or the sword, for which what would we do with it anyways, or to get out of the room. So that's it. That is the solution and playthrough of Swordquest Airworld. That's what we've been working for all this time. Now, if only there was a way to translate these clues to a comic book, but really there's no need for a magic word because there's no contest. Contest left the station a long time ago, but it would be nice to have a comic book just to see the end of the story. So I'm still hoping that the people who designed the game find some way, or DC Comics just decides to, because the game exists, to finish the story with Tor and Tara. I would love to know how that story ends. If you read the 3 comic books of the first 3 games, it's just a really cool story, and I want to see how it ends. I've wanted to know since I was fairly young with the first 2. We got Fireworld probably a year later when it was basically near the long overdue. I think I found it in a bin for $20 or $15 and picked it up. But Waterworld I've never owned, of course. Very few people have. But of course you can play it in this collection. Plus I've had the emulator ROM for Atari, which was easier to get a hands on. And really that was kind of just a chintzy, poorly made game to begin with. The comic book was cool, but all the clues were pretty much handed to you, and you could finish them in a matter of hours. And really there was no reason to do the game, because once you got a clue, you did the next room. There were 7 rooms. Each room had a clue. You did the one clue for the one room, and that was the end of the game. You did the clue for the next room. That was the end of the game. You do all 7. Yay, you've got all 7 clues, but it's the same thing. The game ends after every clue, so there was never any real ending to the game, and not that there wasn't really an ending to Fireworld either. Whereas Earthworld, you could at least get the warrior sword when you get the final clue. But yeah, so really Waterworld was just a chintzy, poor made game just to maybe facilitate the contest, I guess. Sad that it was such a poorly made game. I'd love to see that game remade better, but I mean, it did fit the bill. But no, Airworld's pretty darn cool. And that's how you get the sort of ultimate sorcery and win the game. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed having a full explanation as to why the game goes that way. Yes, there was spoilers. I do apologize if you didn't catch my warning that there is spoilers. But I mean, it's a playthrough. I wasn't promising it was a spoiler-free playthrough. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is Bad Player 03, aka Danimal Daniel Jobber. You can follow me on Instagram under Daniel Jobber, capital Daniel, capital Jobber. I always get that wrong. I don't say my handles enough anymore. Sorry, on Twitter it's at Bad Player, or no, that's Bad Player 3. I want the other one. Where is the other one? I'm pretty sure at Twitter it's at Daniel Jobber, Daniel Jobber. On Instagram, it's the other one. Because Instagram doesn't have capitals. Yes, it's Danimal Daniel Jobber on Instagram, all lowercase. Danimal Daniel on Instagram. And of course, you can also email me at danimaldanieljobber@gmail.com. So, let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas. If you happen to get any more of things figured out in the game that I have not figured out, like an object to help with, especially atmospheric ascent or Tianma's flight, or if you find any solutions to the other rooms to give alternate clues for the 16 clues to win, or if you find a way to get the Potion of Divinity, I'd love to know. And or if anything else cool in the game that for some reason I have never found out, or no one's found it yet, please share it. Let's get the word out and let people know what cool things are in this, what I think is a pretty cool game anyways. But anyways, I will catch you in the next video. thinking about doing some other classic games and perhaps even doing a tour of some more of this collection in some of these broadcasts. So hopefully that's soon to come. But meantime, I will bid you a good day and jobber out.